Well, it's Tuesday, the 28th of April, 2020, and welcome to KitPlus Daily. As you can see on the screen behind, we'll all need to be aware of social distancing right now. And although it looks as though, well, there's 2 meters between us, we are actually over 30 miles apart and staying at home.
But as you've seen over the last week or so, that doesn't stop us catching up with the industry virtually. And from the feedback, it seems like you're enjoying the chats we're having via our virtual window to the industry at home.
And as always, we have another great guest coming in today, so do stay tuned and make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these great videos. We do an edited version of the show to forms, but the full uncut show is always on YouTube, often with outtakes if you watch until the end.
There'll be plenty of this show, I'm for sure. And now it's time for the news.
Pixel Power is hosting a massive personalised computer engagement program with a series of over 100 one-to-one online meetings over the next 6 weeks. The aim of the course is to replicate the best and most important aspects of a trade show with conversations, customers about their projects and how their technology can help. ShowTime Pixel Power is replacing social distancing with social connecting. Very clever, while maintaining the physical distancing measures in place that are throughout the world now. So the ShowTime Pixel Power program delivers hundreds of one-to-one online meetings that bring together end users, product managers, development engineers, and business owners to discuss exactly what they would have discussed at trade shows like NAB. Go and take a look.
And just in case you missed the interview with Chris Williams last week, Fujinon has announced 2 8K broadcast lenses, a new box lens with the world's longest 8K focal length of 1000 millimeters, and a portable lens with the world's widest focal length for 8K of 7.6 millimeters. So recording at 8K, which has 4 times the resolution of 4K, means you have to have an exceptionally advanced optical performance. The 66 times zoom of the Fujinon box lens is the highest zoom magnification on any 8K lens so far, and it's due to be released in summer of 2020. The smaller Fujinon offers a focal range from a wide angle of 7.6 millimeters to 91 millimeters and should be available this autumn.
And if you've been to IBC or NAB in the last few years, you may have been involved in one of the 4K for Charity fun runs that take place at the events. The organisers of the series have announced that due to cancellation of NAB, it is, like most other things, going virtual for 2020. The 4K for Charity raises funds for non-profits focused on increasing diversity and inclusion in technology and media industries. And this year it will also help raise funds for those impacted by COVID-19. You can find out all about taking part on the link below, but please do be mindful of any social distancing rules that may apply to wherever you might be right now. And with that in mind, running into our virtual window is today's special guest. And with us today in our studio is Olivier Cohen from ChyronHego. Welcome to KitPlus Daily, Olivier. Just to start us off, what initiatives has ChyronHego undertaken to respond to the current COVID-19 situation?
So obviously we structure our company in order to protect our employee at first, making sure that everybody was working from home, that our factory kept everything extremely clean, that we could also find ways to dispatch manufacturer system without putting anyone at risk. So that's a first thing internally that we have done is to put everyone who is a non-essential worker working from home and protecting our employee in terms of traveling and taking every steps and necessary measure in order to have everyone respecting all social distancing. In terms of market initiative, I think the biggest one we undertook was to launch the ChyronHego Academy, which is a free program to learn the Prime graphics platform for free using a LMS system from Adobe, where everyone can register for free and get a free license of Prime while also learning hands-on the program by getting modules which are basic, intermediate, and advanced certification on Prime, Each modules have a video clip that is a learning course. And after that, there is a hands-on interactive experience and a quiz. Once the user certifies 16 modules per courses, they will get certified at a certain level and pass to the next one to become completely expert, free of charge, so that people can do that from home, relance the freelancer community, get them to improve their skills while they are at halt, also allowing our clients to enhance their possibility to use our products for free. So that's a big initiative that we have undertaken recently. We've done other initiatives which are also working with like major broadcaster in the US, namely Sinclair, Fox, and others, to try to aggregate data together of the CDC COVID-19 data feed to display that into news stickers. Our news sticker solution, our product that allows to display stickers on feeds with a content management system for aggregating the feed and push them into graphics. So this is another initiative we have undertaken. We have undertaken other initiative, which is trying to make Paint software available at a promotional rate with subscription model, allowing sports broadcaster to telestrate on old classic games. So this is a third initiative we have undertaken. A fourth one is also in the front of sports, where we collaborate with Sparks in order to create application that allows to drive Prime remotely and create trivia questions for interacting with the audience to make the sports classic programming more interactive with audiences. And obviously, we are working very hard these days to change our roadmap to gear it to cloud application and remote productions.
What are these features for Prime and Cameo that have been announced?
So just before NAB, at the time of NAB, we released the Prime Graphics 3.5 release. The 3.5 release was aiming to provide more interconnection between designer tools and the Prime Graphics platform. So, we developed a importer for Photoshop, which is quite unique, that allows to retrieve all the layers, the layer hierarchy, editable text in no time. So to gain time from a design perspective to the on-air graphics world, we developed a very integrated Photoshop importer that allows to edit the text, to retrieve all the hierarchy of the different layers that you create in Photoshop, retrieve them in Prime. We also developed a integration with FBX, allowing to bring up virtual cameras to keep the original design from Autodesk tools to Prime. We had many other sort of features that we brought in, like auto hide effects and other like tools allowing to go faster at creating graphics on the Prime 3.5 platform. The next release is going to be 3.6. That's going to have capability to read up camera tracking data to do AR using the same design interface and playout interface for regular on-air branding, CG, touchscreen graphics. We're also already starting to work on the integration of our legacy platform into Prime for the next release. So that's for Prime. On the side, there are a bunch of Cameo features that we brought up to the integration to Prime with innovative style sheets that allows to use a base scene with a set of color fonts, logos, and more as a style sheet parameter that can be changed. And then you can create a battery of scene from that base scene. So you can adjust styling from a master scene to a couple of batteries of scenes that could allow news producer to actually be able to create look and feel for different sort of programming very easily and fast. We also brought up the capability of integration of NLE graphics into NLE timelines for Prime as well on Cameo 4.9. That's pretty much it on Cameo. We continuously developing Cameo in order to be able to bring the news up. And news is a big thing that is happening these days.
Brilliant. And what about new releases and features for the sports and venues domain?
So on the sports and venues, just also before the COVID-19 crisis happened, we released ClickFX Prime 3.5. ClickFX Prime is our fan engagement platform, allowing to drive content for LED screens and broadcast control room in stadium to engage fans. So now ClickFX Prime is fully HDR compliant. It allows also to combine now on the same platform SDI and GPU playout from the same system, allowing for greater workflow adaptability for digital signage and fan engagement. So you can manage your broadcast control room and your LED control room from a single system, which is a unique capability of ClickFX Prime. We also tied up the integration between Prime and ClickFX Prime, enhancing the powerful CG capabilities of Prime inside ClickFX. So what it is that you have a side-by-side authoring that allows to streamline the workflow for adding frame actions and 3D graphics to any display with a tight integration to the Prime Designer. So ClickFX has its own authoring tool inside that is quite limited, but then you can synchronize every scene that you build on Prime within ClickFX Prime, allowing to make last-minute change extremely easy during the gameplay as it unfolds. We also have more and more output capabilities. So we release a new ClickFX Prime, what we call LT, which is a workflow for ClickFX Prime, allowing to connect to a new tech compliant or any NDI compliant production switcher into the venue. We can drive content directly via ClickFX Prime inside an NDI workflow. So that's for ClickFX Prime. We also released just before the crisis Paint 8.1, and Paint 8.1 had the capability to bolster social media, have automatic chroma key as well. So you could do chroma key without the use of an operator doing chroma key. Based on artificial intelligence, we can recognize the picture and start keying on it. We also be able to add like HDR recording, 4K and HDR illustrated replays into Paint. And the biggest announcement we've made in Paint since recently was the all-cam capability. So what Paint does is it stitches 3 4K signals into one panoramic, and you can virtually zoom or create replays anywhere on the field, basically. So it's been used by ESPN, and ESPN call it the time machine for the reason that they can go anywhere in the game at any given time, and they have a complete view on the field and be able to manipulate virtual cameras to create replays that couldn't ever been done before. We also have virtual placement 7.3. So 7.3 has had a FIFA certification of virtual placement and offside line technology. So it allows to do virtual offside lines in 3 dimensions from multiple angles. So for VAR application, now virtual placement is the official video assistant referee for offline. You also have automatic chroma keyers also in VP as well, and machine learning that allows to eliminate the need for repeating similar to Paint. Does that make sense?
It sounds like the team it makes perfect sense, and it sounds like the team at ChyronHego Olivier have been incredibly busy over the last couple of months. Just to finish off, are there any other major announcements you'd like to tell us about?
Well, as I said, we'll reserve that when our plan to work on cloud application will be over. But rest assured that the team is working extremely hard to accommodate to this new normal and offer our product into a cloud service extremely soon. So I can't make any formal announcement here, but I can tell you that our product team is extremely busy working for the future and adapt to the new normal.
Thank you, Olivier. So I'd just like to really thank you for coming on the show, and extend our best wishes to the team at ChyronHego. Hope you're keeping well and staying safe. And of course, we hope to see you in person in the not too distant future.
Same for me.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Olivier. Bye-bye. There is a lot going on right now, from training to webinars and so on. And in fact, with over 150 events listed, it's really worth checking out and adding your own event to broadcastnetwork.co.uk. The link's on the screen now.
Don't forget, while you're at home as well, with less paid work going on, why not pick up your favourite tool, something you've picked up recently, and do a review for us and earn yourself 100 quid. It'll put a few beers in the fridge, if nothing else.
Certainly will. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow for more from KitPlus Daily. And do tweet us at KitPlus UK. And for any questions or comments, you can use the email on screen now.
Boom, boom.
That boom boom was close to the end, mate.